squared.
Yep.
Us. What's up?
Us.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. My best man.
Brand new married man over here.
Damn, I actually didn't wear my ring today, but
Actually,
what's funny is the first night, so hammered, drank till 3:30, had my ring on, don't remember anything really past 11, and went to bed. Woke up in the morning, wasn't on, couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this a Bones moment where I lost it playing sand volleyball? No.
Did I play sand volleyball?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. And then so I wake Eric up and I'm like, so my ring's not. She's like, I heard something fall in the middle of the night. I'm like, it fell off my finger?
My cock ring is sliding off.
Why my father is talking to me with a cinch around his penis is beyond my grasp.
You gotta be ready for when the orgy breaks out. Oh, shit. It fell off.
Oh.
Yeah, help me find it.
It fell off and rolled underneath like my little table.
No way.
Yeah, and it didn't seem it was that loose.
Yeah.
Maybe I drank so much that my finger shrunk.
Huh.
I don't know. But the best man, my hetero life mate.
I feel good today, Sal Bob. We're gonna make some money. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to that party, we're gonna get some pussy. I'm gonna fuck this bitch, I'm gonna fuck this bitch. I'll fuck anything that moves.
Here, or I wish it was like not hetero.
Oh wow.
But
let's focus on just the partner. The partnership. Yeah. Without the butt sex. So let's just do
could just do hand stuff.
I name this here fort Pittsburgh Nellie. A Welsh whore who could do things with her one good arm that would make you forget that thing on her neck.
No, it went great. Thanks for everything he did, and anyone that's watching that went. Great time. Appreciate all the
Everyone
support.
was amazing. Everyone was amazing.
Yeah, no issues. Everyone had fun. People dancing. People pounding drinks.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year, Tom Kreider. Rookie of the Year.
Shout out Tom. Did awesome marrying us.
I mean, you guys made the right choice in having him be that big of a part of it.
Calming influence for sure, man, for everyone there, right?
I mean, how many times did he stop and say, all right, boys, I know it might not mean much right now, but I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. I think that was 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Well, I respect him. And then I do have a funny moment also. Quick story time with Rob for you. This is real quick. Bones. Our boy Bones. He may or may not have been included in a bunch of stories we've told. I can't go into that. Yeah. But so our buddy Ben Levelstein, we've known him forever.
Yes.
Forever. He's known him forever since 8th grade. And Ben showed up, kind of went to our little dressing area where, all the groomsmen were at, and he was down there. And Bones apparently didn't recognize him. And I guess
shake his hand,
he pretty much introduced himself to Ben, who we'd known. He looked a little different, just with the beard.
There's a beard, yeah.
Who's this guy?
Ryan! We need to talk!
We'll leave you guys alone.
Yeah.
And his hair is a little longer, but
sure.
It looks like Ben. It is Ben.
Yeah.
And like you said, you didn't recognize him from behind.
Well, no, I walked in, and in the room, it was a decent sized room, and I just walked beeline to my beer because we were managing pictures, and we're just trying to figure out this is pre-ceremony, so there's a lot going on. And I walked in, I just kind of glanced over, and there was just a guy with a beard, kind of looked like someone else at the wedding, and I was like, that might be his brother or something like that. So not that I didn't recognize him immediately, but I didn't look him in the face and shake his hand and not recognize him. I didn't say, so what's your name?
Yeah. He did a double take and still introduced himself. So just classic Bones moment. Yeah. Bones love you, did a lot, flew out for the bachelor party. Yeah. One of my oldest friends, one of my best friends. Yeah. Classic character, and you're going to be seeing a lot more story times with Bones. Let's just call it story time with Bones.
Bones is story time of Bones.
Oh, man.
Story time of Bones.
All right. This is week 3 recap. I have a couple other things here. per use.
Nice.
So I was, you were out doing stuff on Sunday. I had family still in town. So over to my sister's house to watch the football games and kind of just hang out with them. And my brother-in-law does not have Red Zone. He has DirecTV, which has the DirecTV Red Zone.
Yeah.
Which is similar, same concept.
Do they call it Red Zone?
It's called Red Zone, dude, which is funny. It's like DirecTV Red Zone, whatever.
Yeah.
And
I don't like
it's hosted by Andrew Siciliano. He's the big-eared freak Dumbo dude.
I'm already off.
He's kind of a douche, but his ears are huge. And I always said...
I think he's just the biggest tryhard.
You know who he could beat in a fight?
He probably beats himself a lot.
Because of his ears?
No, just dirty.
Oh, yeah. Must you make everything dirty?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm kidding. That's my job.
Who?
He's on your wall. Mike Tyson. Want to know why? Because Mike Tyson wouldn't know what to do with him. He'd be like, "There's so much ear."
Oh.
Like he just keep on trying to bite him. Like,
was this a planned joke?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was. I plan a lot of these terrible. Some of them hit.
So, because the ears, his
ears are so big. He wanted to bite him. He wouldn't want to punch him.
All right, that's my fault.
So he'd just be like trying to chow down.
That's my.
And then all he had to do was like kick him in the nuts and punch him.
Yeah. That's my fault. I was
like, my terrible joke, Caps.
No, it's good.
Thanks.
It's good.
No, it wasn't.
Mike Tyson would take a bite. You'd be too full of.
Yeah, right. Could take a shit or something.
Let me take a nap. It's like Thanksgiving dinner. I should have done that on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So the DirecTV Red Zone, though, it's fucking awful. Like, I was just saying, like, halfway through I started noticing, I was like, I miss fucking Chris Hansen. Yeah. I miss just the beauty of Red Zone, how nice and coordinated it is.
Chris Hansen's a stud.
The octo box they do, what I was telling you earlier, was they don't give up any wasted screen. It's all football.
Yeah.
This had like a triple box going on. It was like tiny little screens with a bunch of filler in the background. Like that was nothing.
Yeah.
So like 40% of the screen was games and 60% was nothing. So it was like watching on my phone. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I was like, is that Jamar Chase that caught it? Is that T. Higgins? Like, is that Joe Mixon? I don't fucking know.
Well, it's
I can't even tell if it's Lamar Jackson. I was like, is that quarterback white?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, dude, no, go to one game. And the worst part was, like, so
is that quarterback white?
Occasionally, you will hear on Red Zone when like the producers and everyone is doing their job, like Hansen will get a little irritated and be like, "All right, we got to go to the Raiders game.
Yeah,
go to the Raiders game."
Mm-hmm.
That happens like 6 times in episode, 6 times in the 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Once an hour, or something like
6
that.
times a quarter,
dude. Every time they needed a switch, it was Siciliano, the only one on the mic, saying it.
Really?
It's like they didn't have a producer saying it to the guys do. Like it was every time. It's all I heard. He wasn't analyzing the game or saying big play here. Or we have something that just happened in the Raiders game.
Yeah, go
like,
check this out. Yeah.
No, it was just like okay, full screen this. It was like, how do they not have a producer for that? Like I don't want to hear him telling us what game to watch. Like give me the announcers or give me your take on what's happening. Like or there was the guy down in the Giants game. They didn't give me shit. I was like, dude. Awful. Awful.
So it's official. I'll never have DirecTV.
Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Okay, so that's my spiel. Actually, no. One more. Well,
he's gonna do one.
He's gonna do one more. He's gonna do one.
No, I appreciate it, but I told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight. Besides, I got a big day tomorrow. But you guys have a great time.
A big day? Doing what?
Well, actually, pretty nice little Saturday. We're gonna go to Home Depot. Yeah, buy some wallpaper, maybe get some flooring, stuff like that. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
You know
what? Give me that thing. I'll do one.
We're gonna do one.
It's a good one. Our buddy David Brainerd, one of our oldest friends. We have a... This just in, we have a important news story for you.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
Wow, breaking news.
From Dave Brainerd. We're going to get a name for this, but...
What if I told you that the Vikings were down double digits in the second half in an indoor game against the Detroit Lions defense in a game that Dalvin Cook left early? You would think that Justin Jefferson would pick up some of that slack. You would think that Justin Jefferson would have a great game, at least a decent game. But no, 3 catches for 14 fucking yards. One of them was for 5 yards, one of them was for 6 yards, and one of them was for 3 yards. Those aren't catches, man. Those are rushes. Those are just like rushes, not good rushes. Just, it's shit. And The production is horrible for the guy that was taken number 2 overall in the league that I play in, and a consensus top 5 pick. I'll tell you what, this is not about Noah Fant, but a little aside here. 2 years ago, Noah Fant still had some hype. Obviously, it's gone now. I was watching him play in the snow. I saw him put his hands in his little hand warmer fanny pack in the huddle. When he exited the huddle, he ran out to his position, hands still in the fanny pack, looking like a cold little bitch. Now, I get some serious Noah Fant bitch boy vibes from Justin Jefferson. The guy gets some adversity, some physicality. Darius Slay, Jeff Okudah, they completely erase his ass. So I'm telling you right now, he may have the most receiving yards for the first 2 years in NFL history, but Justin Jefferson, deep, deep down, is a bitch.
Making him yet another stupid bitch.
It's about Justin Jefferson. You already saw it. Fuck Justin Jefferson. I want to acquire him in trades. He said he was going to trade him. He's now backing off on that, but
which I think is a smart thing. He shouldn't.
Well, because you're going to get 80 cents on the dollar max.
And he's going to be a top. I think he's going to be a top yardage guy, regardless of how he's done before. So imagine if you still anticipate him being a top yardage guy. Imagine how good his game going forward is going to be.
Right. Okay. Week 3 recap. Next week's week 4, buddy. Yeah. We're already there. We need to do better. We're both kind of struggling.
It's so in terms of the fan league, just real quick 10-second highlight. Anything you noticed from that?
I am 3-0.
That's good. Yeah, that's nice.
I started Matt Collins this week in the fan league as well.
I was surprised. I saw that. I was surprised that you did that. That was pretty impressive.
There's 2 flexes, 3 receivers, 12 teams.
I get it. But he was not on my radar at all.
He's been playing 84% of the snaps, and Renfro was out.
Yeah, well, I was drunk for like 4 days straight, so I had no pickups. I had nothing.
This man, I'm surprised he's drinking. He is partied out right now.
What are you doing here? You're partied out, man. Again.
What if he honks in the car?
I'm giving you a no honk guarantee.
Phil, if you're gonna spew into this.
Bro.
He had 4 days in a row. He said he almost had 3 days of puking.
On Thursday? I don't know if I had thrown up on Thursday, but if I did, that was 3 days. It was almost 4 days.
You're 0-3 in the fan league, so we even out to 500. You'll get your game back.
I even won the trade we did.
Well, for 1 week you did.
But I won the trade and I still lost. I was still alone.
I did that because I knew I had Matt Collins coming in.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, week 3 recap. Steelers-Browns. We're going to Thursday Night Football here.
Yep.
Browns tuned them up. It was a closer game, the score said, mostly because of that last play lateral fumble, which you lost 2 bets on, I believe. You had a live bet at plus 9.5 for the Steelers.
That's why I knew it was going to be a bad week.
Yeah, that's bad. And it was great for me because I had the Browns defense everywhere, and I was like, how do they have 3 points?
You were the only one excited. That everyone else was like, all right, the game's over.
Yeah, so a couple takeaways here. Trubisky's terrible. He's not very good.
Yeah.
He's not running. He's not confident. Deontay Johnson's very good at football.
Yes.
He's still getting the target share. It's like 10 targets every week.
Yeah.
So we miss on him. Freiermuth had actually 0 catches into the fourth quarter and had 2 for 41 towards the end.
Yeah.
But Pickens and Claypool, we need an injury there for someone to emerge. Or Kenny Pickett to do it, but we don't like Kenny Pickett. He has small hands.
I'm surprised at how poorly Claypool's healthy. I'm surprised and disappointed.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to.
And we didn't mention Najee Harris. He actually fucked us pretty hard. So we had his 76.5 over/under rushing receiving. The man had 57 total yards at halftime.
We cashed that bet in our minds at halftime.
Because he had 57, and it was a close game. And he had 4 yards in the second half. They stopped using him.
We cashed it. Yep.
I will say, Jalen Warren, man, he looks better than him. He had 4 carries for 30 yards and 1 catch for 3 yards, but he had 26 less rushing yards on 11 less attempts. So I'm just saying he is a priority handcuff in my mind.
I think so. I've seen people dropping him. So just my brief memory of the game was with Warren specifically was he was more elusive than he was a hard runner. I think that as the season will go on, he'll get a little more confidence where he's going to run into people a little bit more. We're saying the same thing. I'm not 1,000,000% confident that he's going to be better than not. You know how sometimes backups come in when they're prime, like Herbert.
No, not better.
Herbert versus Montgomery.
Herbert would be better, yeah.
But I'm saying, so if he's the 2 or 3 years into the league, Warren would be, I would feel much more confident in terms of him as a handcuff. Where right now,
but he's clearly the only other guy, right?
I'm worried the fact that I don't think he runs as strong as he should for a starting running back, especially in the Steelers' offense.
Okay,
a phenomenal hand. I think later in the season. Yes, to your
he's
point.
He's the only guy to own though, like in terms of a backup, because Snell's gone, McFarland's not a thing. It's him.
We're saying the same thing. I'm casting a little bit of not doubt, but a little bit of
you're cooling on it a bit.
Well, no, I'm being a little more realistic. I think. Oh. I think he has room to improve.
I think he'd be an RB2 if Najee was out for the year. That's all I'm saying.
But I'm not confident to go there yet. I think if Najee's out, then the Steelers are beyond bones.
Well, he's 0-3 in the fan league, so I don't know if you want to listen to him.
Yeah,
just kidding. All right, one positive note for you: the Browns. Brissett actually looked real good. He's looked good all year, honestly. Look at professional quarterback, a little bit of mobility, accurate. He's supporting Amari Cooper right now, and my boy David Njoku had a showing, had a night.
What a game!
10 targets, 9 for 89 and a touchdown. He could have had a bigger game. He dropped it wasn't a drop. He had a 27-yard catch. He should have had a little overthrown. He got crunched on the one-handed catch. So whatever, it wasn't gonna be a touchdown. But Njoku looked real good. He was the safety blanket, and he was getting all the looks. He played, again, 90% of the snaps, all 3 games.
Was that a career high for him in yards?
No, because he had the one game where he had 5 for 140 and 2 touchdowns, and last year where he had a couple long runs.
Sure.
But that was the highest catch total of his career.
Good.
He's not usually a PPR guy.
Well, it's...
he looked real reliable, right?
You needed that, I think, especially for your personal... Yeah. I mean, because... He was getting a big snap share, but he actually performed now. So it was a good for you.
Cooper, 11 targets, 7 for 101 and a touchdown. That's back-to-back great games for him. He looks like Amari Cooper. He is the only... everyone was talking about Peoples-Jones. That was one game. The connection is with Cooper. Njoku is more of a flash. I'd say, Cooper is going to be, I say, high-end wide receiver 2, low-end wide receiver 3.
What a steal for them. Because they traded 4th round, 5th round draft pick?
4th, and they had to pay him.
4th or 5th? Yeah. But,
or just pay the contract he had. But Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, 23 for 113 and a tutty.
23. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. He also added in, actually no catches, sorry. Kareem Hunt, 12 for 47, added in 3 for 14 in the air. So this is more what I want to see. Right?
How many plays did they have? Because Brissett threw 40 passes?
31 passes.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was all in the first half because I made the under 26.
Yeah.
He had 27 at half.
Right, and then he didn't need to throw
I thought at half. He threw 4 times in the second half?
Yeah, well, they didn't need to.
No, it just makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, well, you already did a couple times this weekend.
Yeah.
Partied out. All right, Texans-Bears. Kind of a snoozer, but, a close game. Bears won 23-20. Wow, where to begin here? Or what to even talk about, really? Dameon Pierce. 20 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. That's what we thought we were going to get the last 2 games. First game with Rex Burkhead, I don't know what that was. People got scared off. He is a high-end RB3 for me just based on the offense.
Yeah.
Right?
If he gets 20, if he gets 20,
But how many games are they going to be close in, right?
It doesn't. If he's getting 20 carries, you have to start him.
Right, but they're not going to be getting 20 carries if they're down by 14, right? This week against
they
the
lost
Chargers.
this game. They lost this game.
Right, but it was close. It was close.
Yeah, I'm just... Yeah.
So, let's go through here. Brandon Cooks, 7 targets, 2 for 22, not good. Chris Moore led them all with receiving with 3 targets, 3 for 63. Newton Collins, 2 for 41. Not much way to go at all here. Davis Mills ended up at 245, a touchdown and 2 picks. He's just not very good. He's better than what most people think, but he's... what is he,
He's a game manager.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Justin Fields, 8 for 17, 106 yards and 2 picks. No touchdowns. Not good.
Was that a season high in pass attempts?
Probably. 45 pass attempts in the year for the Bears. The real talk here is the running back situation. It's Montgomery going down. I think it was the first quarter. Khalil Herbert had 20 carries, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including a 52-yard run. He also added in 2 for 12 on the air. That's the reason I told you I was reaching on. There's a reason I have him in 15 leagues, is that I thought there was a chance it was going to be more of a 50-50 timeshare, which hasn't came to fruition yet.
Sure.
Although the first game he didn't have that last drive with a touchdown.
Next week he'll average out a little bit because Herbert should get most of the carries.
Yeah, right. But he might. I was saying the joke was he'll probably have 14 for 47 when you start him next week.
Yeah.
But that's a nice showing. All he's done in 4 starts is average 100 yards rushing. If you count this one in,
wow.
It was 80-something yards a game. He's averaged 23 touches a game when he starts. Because again, the guy after him is the third running back. It's trash.
Yeah.
So he's a good player, man. He just. I know Montgomery is more of an Austin Eckler in terms of the trust of the coaching staff, right? He's a bruiser. He's a solid player. He's always in the right spot. He's got good hands. He knows how to pass block.
Sure.
But Herbert has more juice.
No,
I know you disagree, but he's a faster player, better for the scheme.
This was definitely a verification, I should say. Verification, I think.
Yards to carry.
Yeah, well, for you and then anyone that listened to you in terms of buying Herbert. Because what does Montgomery do every single year?
It's
early, and then when it comes to week 9, 10, he comes in and averages 123 yards a carry and 5 catches, and is the RB3 for the last 5 or 6 games, right? So,
last thing I'm talking about on the Bears here is Komet and Mooney, mostly Mooney, 6 targets, 2 for 23. The man has shit, dude. He has. Is this right? Holy shit! He's got 4 catches for 27 yards in 3 games.
He had one last week.
Bro, yeah. What is this?
Yeah.
You say, what is this? In that song. Dude, what the fuck? I'm still not dropping Mooney, though. I mean, again, the reason we drafted Mooney, I said it last year, he had 140 targets last year with an off and on Allen Robinson. I was like guaranteed 140 targets. You can't have 140 targets when your team's throwing 15 passes a game.
Nope.
And it's going to pick up. I'm telling you, it's going to pick up. But like,
it has to.
So anyway, I'm really out on Mooney though. Like I'd still say wide receiver 4.
I gave him one last chance last week.
Yeah.
And
in what league?
I only have him one spot.
Balls deep? I'll trade for him.
No, I think it was fan league.
Okay, I'll trade for him.
It was fan league. Yeah.
Gonna trade.
You want all right? So
I'll give you some.
The point I was going to make, the last thing on the Bears was, you can't drop him because you're not going to get another wide receiver 1.
Right.
Like, what are you going to... What's the point of it? Like, you're going to have a guy that's going to get some volume some games.
Right. Like, it's like you pick up... If you're Matt Collins, that's the guy people would do that for, right?
Yeah. When
Renfro's coming back,
no.
It's a wide receiver 3 in that offense. Wide receiver 5 in fantasy.
Yeah. Which...
Don't do that.
Actually, he still might get more targets. The wide receiver 3.
All right. Cole Kmet. He's still playing 90% of the snaps in every game and then some. He had 3 targets, 2 for 40. I still am. I don't know.
First 2 catches of the year, right?
Yeah. So I see the snap share though. I know it's gonna get better. It has to get better. So hold or drop it. Like, I don't know, man. Like I'm very, very. He has the role we thought he was gonna have.
Yeah.
He's just not throwing any passes, and he's just not very good.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, no. I mean,
I think he's a decent player, average.
Obviously, I mean, he was a. We saw him last. I mean, he had 60
catches last year. Yeah, 750 yards.
Where's Matt Nagy at when you need him?
I don't know, man. All right.
He's at home because he got fired.
Actually, no, he's assistant coach for the Chiefs. But all right, Titans and Raiders. You're not gonna like this. Titans 24.
Wait, what happened?
Raiders 22. We both bet the fucking Raiders -2 or whatever. Bullshit, because if they got the 2-point conversion, I feel confident they would have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
They were marching up and down the field. They had a missed field goal.
The
pick, yeah, deflected pick or whatever.
The fucking Waller, dude. How do you not catch
Waller
that?
sucks,
That's a
dude.
touchdown. That's a touchdown, and it's a tie game.
Matt Collins also had a 4-yard pass. He's playing quarterback this year.
I saw that.
My guy. Derek Carr, 26 of 44 for 303, which is nice. 2 touchdowns and a pick. A lot of that was in that last drive. Josh Jacobs apparently had a very bad case of the flu. Mm-hmm. Still played okay. He looked great. 13 for 66, 5.1 yard average.
Yeah.
He's not getting any catches this year, though. Actually, no, 5 for 31. I didn't see him on the list. 5 for 31. Nice game. He's going to be fine.
Yeah,
Buy low.
Let's
buy low on everyone.
Because he's not scoring touchdowns. So if there's an opportunity to buy low on a guy, they got 100 yards and 5 catches.
Yeah.
As a, if you can get him as a wide... If people are viewing him as a running back 4, I think he's easily a running back 3 with RB. I'll say, I mean, RB2, RB3 with RB1 potential.
All right, Matt Collins, my boy, started him in 3 weeks.
Good for you, man.
10 catches, won one of our leagues. Finally got our first win in one of our $250 leagues we do.
Yeah.
Started him, we won by 6 because of him.
God.
And then I started him in the fan league, which I had 190 points, didn't matter. But 10 targets, 8 for 158 and a tutty. Had a 60-yard catch. Devonte Adams, 10, 5 for 36 and 1. 10 targets. He's had 2. He's got to get a touchdown every game, but that's not great. He actually didn't have a touchdown week 1, but he'll be fine. He's chirping already.
We did have a touchdown week 1.
Did he? So he's had touchdowns every game.
Yeah, because he had a touchdown week 1. Then he had 2 catches, a touchdown, and a touchdown.
Yeah, wow. Look at him.
I mean, he only played better.
One guy I want to highlight real quick. Darren Waller, 5 targets, 3 for 22. Foster Moreau is not playing him right now. The guy I want to talk about is Foster Moreau. He had that awesome sideline catch. I don't know if you saw that. He plays well every time Waller's out. in terms of like handcuffs or tight ends, I don't like doing it. It was the same thing with Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know the talent of Dallas Goedert. We always thought he was better than Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Foster Moreau's good.
What do you think? I'm sorry.
Go on.
No.
If Waller's hurt, Foster Moreau's a top 12 option.
This is my philosophy on it. I don't know if it's right or not, but when Waller's in the game, he's a priority for the defense. When Foster's in, he's not.
Right.
And then I think it just trickles down from there. So
he's done okay though when he's came in the past.
This is not poo-pooing on him. I'm just saying that he beats his, if he's playing one-on-one versus getting double teamed like Waller. I mean, he's beating the guy every single time, so maybe he should get double teamed too because he performs well.
All right. Titans. Tannehill had a nice game here, 19-27, 264 and a tutty and a pick. Henry got back on track. The rushing numbers aren't great. 20 for 85. They had that touchdown. Could have had a second one. But 6 targets, 5 for 58 through the air. Brian Wright probably should not have traded him for pennies on the dollar because Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry. The team is not great, but there's nothing else behind him.
I feel like he had a couple guys that performed well from the trade.
Yeah,
right?
but Chase Edmonds, he traded away at 2 touchdowns. And then,
yeah.
He did get away Mooney, which is nice.
It's saying that poo on.
Yeah, sorry, Brian.
So
we love you, buddy.
I forget what the trade was.
Not too much here. Trayvon Burke, though, looks pretty good, man. His stat isn't great. He only had 2 catches. 2 targets, 1 for 13 and a rush. But he's playing more snaps now, and he looks good when he's out there. Robert Woods had a resurgence, 9 targets, 4 for 85. I still feel like it's Robert Woods who's safer to start right now, but end of the year, rest of the year, Trayvon Burks over Robert Woods. That's the only one you want to own.
Yeah, so just with the Raiders, I have to give a little eulogy here.
Yeah, you do that.
If they are officially now the only winless team in the league.
Same.
If they had beaten the Titans would be.
Yeah.
And then the Raiders will only be 1 game back in the division.
Well, they should have beat the Cardinals. That was bullshit.
They should be 2-1.
They could have beat the Chargers.
Well, they could be 2. They could be 2-1. Yes. They're in every game, but they're finding they're Chargers of past where they're finding a way to lose.
Yeah, they should be 2-1. They could be 3-0, 1-2.
But instead, they're the only winless.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's very disappointing because that was my.
Who's your team?
I just missed them.
Well,
I just missed them.
Top 3 offense,
I just missed
right?
the good old days when
top 3 offense.
Well,
you still saying that?
Still some time.
Yeah, there is. All right, Chiefs Colts. Weird game here. Colts 20, Chiefs 17. A lot of stuff to unpack here. Mahomes 20 of 35, 262, a touchdown and a pick. McKinnon is the lead back apparently. So all that CEH spot. Whoa, CEH had 7 carries for 0 yards. Didn't know that. He did have 5 catches for 39, but I looked at the snap share. I believe it wasn't good. It was like 57% for McKinnon. McKinnon 52%. Edwards-Helaire 40. Hilaire's played 39, 44, and 40% of the snaps. Now it's nice to get some of the value touches, and he's tied to that offense.
Yeah.
If that offense is only scoring 20 points a game, I want that.
Yeah,
so,
it feels like CH, regardless the amount of snaps or the percentage rather, it seems like they're still design plays for him.
He's just not good though.
Well, no, I was about to say the opposite. That they feel like he's one of the better playmakers, even though McKinnon to me is like a possession receiver.
Yeah.
Pachenko is more of a X factor. Yeah. And then Rojo is just just collecting a check. Like, good for him. Like, he didn't get cut.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, but I still believe, not recommending that anyone goes and grabs them, but I still feel like there's a path at the end of the year where when the weather starts to turn, Rojo is going to be a factor.
Well, I was just going to say, look what's happening. They have 3 similar backs.
There's no
power back, and Rojo's fat. Dude, they have no one dynamic. That man, okay, Pacheco might be dynamic. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Don't trust him.
Yeah.
Ronald Jones is a proven motherfucking playoff
Super
player,
Bowl
bro.
winner.
There we go.
Super Bowl winner.
Can't catch.
Yeah.
Might blow a block.
He was
but
the
he's
starter
good.
that Super Bowl year, and then they got
Damn
Fournette.
straight.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
So there's nothing definitive. Too much time on Rojo already.
Yeah. Sorry. Juju actually came back okay. 8 targets, 5 for 89. I start him as a back-end wide receiver 3 just based on the offense and the fact he's playing most of the snaps. But it's a mess there. There's so many guys. Kelsey, MVS, they're still playing Watson, Hardman, so many guys.
What did you do?
5 for 89 on 8 targets. That's decent. But they were all in the second half. Whatever.
Yeah.
Chiefs should have won that game many times. They missed two bunny field goals. They cut their kicker because what's his name's out?
Amendola or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
he's cut.
Is Bucker coming back?
Yeah, week 4.
Okay.
But I'm just saying they should have won the game many times. And then I want to say we're gonna go to the Colts here. Matt Ryan. Terrible.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
Poo.
Yeah. I mean, those are some harsh words, but he's done.
His stat line looks okay. 27 to 37, 222, and 2 tutties. Real cool question for you: How many fumbles does Matt Ryan have this year? Not
6.
fumbles lost, 7 fumbles.
Wow,
dude. So that's Carson Wentz shit.
Wow.
He's averaging 2.3 fumbles per game.
Yeah, that's
bro. What are you doing? He's also throwing like 5 picks.
Well, Shaq Leonard's out, so
right.
So the offensive line is trash. It's no, he can't move.
He's thrown 4 picks.
If there's any pressure,
his arm strength's weak. He can't move.
So it makes sense because if you don't have receivers that can get open, like they're down their top 2 receivers or whatever, and so if you don't have receivers that can get open, the timing's completely off. Right. So if there's any pressure, you're fucked.
What's nice though is their defense looked alive this game. They looked like the old. Granted, they were at home. The old Colts. That bodes well for Jonathan Taylor, who's had a pretty rough start, but it's still Jonathan Taylor. He still got 21 carries this game, thankfully, even though they were winning.
How many yards?
71, but he did have 3 catches for 20 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah,
I'm confident in Taylor being back.
Well,
you know what I mean?
All right, so if he is significantly struggling, like you're thinking, his total is 3 catches for 91 yards. He's still RB1 on the year.
He might be.
Well, no,
because everyone else is saying
that.
Too,
if that's, I mean, he had his 80-yard rushing, and I forget how many catches last week, and he had 71, but he still almost got to 100 scrimmage yards. And you're saying that he's struggling significantly? Not you personally, but everyone
is. Yeah.
Well, everyone is. Like if that's a struggle, it's because he's not scoring 2 touchdowns a game.
Right.
Those should come.
They should. All right. Next game here is Bills and Dolphins. Bills and Dolphins. We were talking about this game a little bit, how wacky it was. Dolphins 21, Bills 19. Bills should have won this game every which way possible. I asked you about the snap differential here, and it's absolutely crazy. The Bills ran 92 snaps, which is I don't think a team will run more than that all year. No. Dolphins ran 40. that's over 2 times as many snaps.
I felt like Miami was in control the whole
game. They
game.
were. Yeah. Josh Allen, 42 of 63 for 400 yards and 2 touchdowns, 47 yards to the ground. That's insane. Devin Singletary, you know how many catches he had? 9. Wow. Devin Singletary was the leading receiver.
Touchdown, though, no?
He had a receiving touchdown. 11 targets, 9 for 78. It was really spread around. McKenzie, 9 targets, 7 for 76 and touchdown. Diggs, 7 for 74. Davis, 3 for 37. Don't worry on Davis. He didn't drop it. He had an easy touchdown that was like randomly poked.
Yeah.
So he was getting his sea legs back, but he did play 95% of the snaps again, coming off an ankle. First week was 95. Yeah. Like he's in the play in all those jumbo packages. Love Gabe Davis to buy low right now. Cook had 4 catches for 37 yards. It's going to be a mess all year until one of those guys get hurt. I mean, obviously Singletary's a starter, but like, do we like him?
Yeah. Did Moss do anything?
No. Yeah, actually Moss is the leading rusher with 4 for 46.
Okay.
But I mean, that's not great. Yeah. So the Dolphins ran 40 plays. Tua got hurt. They definitely cheated the system because he was concussed as fuck. I mean, come on. That's a tip. We've seen it before.
Good Lord.
They say his back injury caused him to fucking lose his head. Come on, man.
No, you don't get sea legs from a back injury.
No, that was a concussion.
Yeah, they're going to get fined again.
Didn't they already get fined for like Tampa? Dude, they've been fucked a bunch.
Well, yeah, they lost the first round picks. The owner got suspended for 5 games, and what was it, $1 million?
The Dolphins, the new Patriots, just fucking cheating.
Well, they tried to get Brady.
Seriously, yeah, right. Wow.
They tried to cheat.
13 of 18 for
Brady and Sean Payton. With Sean Payton with the
just get them both.
The gate.
Yeah.
Where it was Dennis. Was it
no, the other defensive coordinator, that piece of shit.
Yeah. What did they call that? The something gate. The bounty gate.
Bounty gate. Look at you. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So they're trying to get all the sketchies.
Chase Edmonds 6 for 21 and 2 touchdowns. Goal line carries, which doesn't happen very often. There wasn't a lot here, man. Jalen Waddle did have 4 for 102. But Tyreek Hill, 2 catches for 33 yards and 4 targets.
Yeah.
That's practically the game script. He'll be fine.
I think
Tyreek Hill does that from time to time, though, correct?
Yeah. But I think the most important thing is that Waddle's consistently over 100 yards every single game.
He doesn't get double.
What I missed on him so
Value.
So.
All right. Lions and Vikings. Vikings 28, Lions 24. Revert to the Dave comment about Justin Jefferson. Let's see. Jared Goff, 25 of 41 for 277 and a tut and a pick. Jamal Williams, 20 for 87 and 2 touchdowns. Another great game for him. Swift kept 7 carries for 31. Did add 3 for 15 through the air. He is dinged up multiple places, multiple times.
They should have just
said he's out to the bye.
Yeah.
Probably what it looks like, right? Out through week 6?
That's what we're saying, yeah.
Wow. Get well, though, because you need him. That sucks for owners for him. Hopefully you did handcuff him with Williams, because Williams is going to be, I would say, what would you think he's ranked next week? What would you rank? 14, 15, 13?
Yeah.
Maybe not top 12.
Well,
but
just because he was a back, I'm going to say, 15 to 18, I'm going to guess.
Higher than that.
He was a top 24 back, for sure.
Josh Reynolds, 10 targets, 6 for 96, led the way. St. Brown, typical fucking St. Brown, 9 targets, 6 for 73.
Got banged up, came back.
Yeah, we'll see next week with the ankle. Chark, 3 for 46. Hawkinson did catch a touchdown, but only 4 targets, 3 for 18.
Yeah.
That offense is pretty good, though.
They shouldn't have lost that game.
No. No. Cousins is trash. He came back decent, 260 and 2 touchdowns. But Dalvin Cook got hurt. Shoulder injury. He's going to wear a brace every year. Every fucking year.
But you don't like that.
No.
You don't like that. Because now it's one bad pop. Like,
yep. And even if he plays, they're going to give Madison more of a role that, why would they fucking run him 20 times?
Pretty well, man.
Madison's a fucking discount cook. So, Osborne, my boy Osborne, 5 for 73 and a tut.
Finally.
Adam Thielen, 6 for 61 and a tut. Herb Smith, 6 targets, but only 32 yards. And then we have Justin Jefferson all the way down here with 3 for 14. Yeah. Again, consult Dave Brainerd for that. Moving to the next game here. Ravens and Patriots. Ravens 37, Patriots 26. Mac Jones.
Felt closer than that, though.
It did. There was a late score and a missed field goal or something. Mac Jones out for a few weeks with a high ankle sprain. That's not good for a guy that already can't move.
Look good, yeah.
Lamar Jackson, 18 to 29, 218 and 4 touchdowns, 107 yards rushing and a touchdown. The MVP tour, the fuck you paying my money tour is on.
Yeah.
And I hope he fucking wins the Super Bowl and leaves.
Why not?
Fuck them, bro. Like
Why not?
They didn't want to pay him. They offered him less than Deshaun Watson got guaranteed.
Well, I don't know if you saw. We didn't talk about this article so they asked him who his favorite team is Dallas. I think is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he was dropping that out there, say, hey Dallas, come and get me, because But I mean, he's never mentioned. I think he named his top 2 favorite teams growing up. One was in Florida. I forget which. I think it was Miami.
Yeah.
And it was Dallas. Mm-hmm. He didn't mention the Ravens.
Right. It's just offering the guy. I know he's like struggling in the playoffs, but he's way more established than Deshaun Watson. He's not a fucking weirdo.
We'll take him away. What's the team? What's the team?
So offering him less than that is disrespectful, downright disrespectful. And I'm sorry, Ravens. You're a proud franchise, but you deserve to fucking either pay this man the most money in the league, which is not smart because he's injury prone, or he plays in, or lose the guy. Right?
Yeah.
Anywho's, Justice Hill led the way rushing, 6 for 60. He looked real good. But the story is J.K. Dobbins' return. My boy, 7 for 23.
Yes,
he did actually look really nice in the passing game. Had 2 catches for 17 yards. Looked fine. Looked spry. Looked strong.
Ease him in a little bit.
Yeah. Next game is a borderline start for me, depending on the league. I feel like he had 9 touches this game.
I was starting with flex next week.
I feel like he's going to have 14 touches next game, and he almost had a rushing touchdown. He had a first and goal from the 5. He got it to the 1.
Do you know who they play next week?
Next week, they have the Bills. I already know.
Yeah?
Come on, man. I know everything. Humble. There's that humbleness you love.
No, I would start him next week.
Yeah, I feel like he's a back end. He's a front end 3, RB3. I can't, but going forward, man.
He's the 2 touchdowns.
If you're worried about Justice Hill, who's coming off an injury of his own, and Gus Edwards, who's still weeks away, this is why we drafted J.K. Dobbins. Okay, if you can go 2-2 after this week with Dobbins coming back.
Actually, yeah. Now they're playing the Bills. Now I think about it a little more. That
tough
could
start.
That could get out.
Well,
especially
Bills don't have the best run defense, though. Let's be honest.
But how the Bills could also be up 14-0, and then Dobbins.
I get it, but he's their best pass catching back. So I would say next week is the prime.
I think so.
Let
him get a seed.
If he gets a touchdown, he's going to save his day, which he should.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews, 13 targets, 8 for 89 and 2 touchdowns. He's back. Bateman, 2 for 59, no touchdowns, 4 targets. He did drop a deep pass, so it should have been a better day. But he's not quite the PPR possession guy we thought. He's more of a deep threat.
Sure.
He's playing the Hollywood Brown role. Yeah. And Duvernay had 2 for 25. Did catch a touchdown, though, apparently. So he's solid. Patriots. This is going to be rough going forward. Mac Jones had 320 yards passing, but no touchdowns and 3 picks. That's rough. Stevenson, 12 for 73 and a touchdown. Damian Harris, 11 for 41 and a touchdown. I believe that's 6.1 yards average for Stevenson and 3.7 for Harris. He's the better player. Stevenson, that is. Moving on.
finally gets 1 week, and all of a sudden he's a better player. It's 1 week of better percentage.
No, but Stevenson had 4 catches for 28 yards.
That's the first week of the year.
4 catches
and they
for
both scored touchdowns.
4 catches for 28 yards.
Cool.
Devonte Parker, Deviant Parker, 10 targets, 5 for 156. But everyone, I guess Aguilar actually did play, but Jacoby Myers didn't play. But either way, all these guys are poo anyway because if Mac Jones is out.
Let me say this about the passing. With Mac Jones out, yes.
Who's the backup? Brian fucking Hoyer.
I think they got Kyle.
Brian fucking Hoyer.
I thought they assigned Trask is still on Bucks, but no, I have to say about the offense. They produce a number 2 receiver every single week, regardless of who is in that position. So the offense allows for a wide receiver 1 in that offense. Is all I'm saying.
You love those guys, but
no, I don't. I'm just it's not number 1. They have the offense allows for them to have a decent receiver. The offense is not completely trash outside of the mixed bag of Stevenson and Harris. Like there's opportunity there for a receiver. Like you should not be completely turned off by starting a New England receiver at a flex or a wide receiver 3.
I am, but you're not.
No.
All right.
But I haven't yet, but so.
Bengals, Jets. Bengals 27, Jets 12. Wish you would listen to me and bet on them. Easiest bet of the week. Yeah. They were -5. I knew there was no way the Jets are going 2-1 and the Bengals are going 1-3.
Yeah.
They should have won by more. Jamar Chase had a really weak fumble. Either way, Joe Burrow got back on track here. 275 and 3 touchdowns, no picks. Mixon got beat up here. He missed the end of the middle of the 4th to the end.
They say he's all right.
He's fine. But they do play Thursday, which is difficult.
Yeah.
God, I bet Chase is over in yards. He had 10 targets, 6 for 29 and a touchdown, 4.8 yard average. That's a running back average. Higgins had a nice game, 5 for 93, but Tyler Boyd came back. Tyler Boyd.
Imagine what Higgins would have had week 1.
I know.
He's a top 10 receiver right
now. Chase is still better, but Boyd, 4 for 105 and a tutty. Yeah. I like that. You like that? Joe Burrow back to earth rushing wise, 5 carries, 0 yards.
5?
Yeah. Wow.
Did he have some and then kneel? It had to be the case.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Because how do you get 5 and never get a single yard?
I don't know.
Why even rushing at that point? No, actually, I remember Burrow had an 8-yard rush. He must have fucking kneeled 4 times in a row.
Okay, yeah. All right. Jets. Joe Flacco threw 52 passes again. That man throws more passes than anyone.
Well,
holy shit, he throws a lot of passes.
I feel like, with Flacco, he's just I feel like he's losing a little bit of life. He might even deal with the devil. Just give me 50 passes a game so I can prove myself, so I can continue to make the money. And
he's okay,
I think he's
man.
losing his life for us.
He did throw 2 picks, no touchdowns. Michael Carter had 11 for 39. Breece Hall, 8 for 39. Breece Hall actually played over 50% of the snaps, though.
Oh, Tutty, right?
He had... No, but he did have 11 targets, 6 for 53.
So
Nicholas? Nice haircut. 6 for 53 though. 11 targets. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I think he's taken over. He's pretty much taken over this lead role, right? Would you say? Well, you said it last week, but he's.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson, 10 targets, 6 for 60. Very nice.
I love.
I mean,
Garrett Wilson is this year to me as excited as I was once I actually saw Devonte Smith play.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Garrett Wilson.
Tyler Conklin, 8 targets, 8 catches, 84 yards.
Yeah.
They should not have dropped him for Kittle. He's better than Kittle.
Well, if someone wants to trade for him in your league, I say get rid of him now.
Well, yeah, because you're not going to ever have a higher chance. Okay, next game here. Eagles, Commanders, or Redskins. There you go, Benjamin. 24. Eagles 24. Redskins 8. Super salty about this because I started Philly's defense ever week 1, and they got destroyed by the Lions, so I dropped in most places.
Yeah.
And now look at it in the last 2 weeks.
Dude, in Bob's league, I would have won against the number 1 team, T-Mac, if I had started the Eagles over the Rams.
T-Mac?
Yeah, T-Mac.
I don't know.
Because CD
Does he have a good team?
Dude, CD Lamb, well, he's number 1. He's been number 1 the entire year. I've been number 2. And we were playing 1 versus 2 this week. And
did he win the league last year?
Yeah, he beat me. Well, he beat me in the championship.
This guy's got your number.
Fuck you.
Should he be hosting the pod instead of me?
Why do you have such a chubby for me losing in this league?
I don't know.
It's because you're bitter that you're not there to do it yourself.
Maybe T-Mac's a kindred spirit of me.
Shut up. Maybe I should have T-Mac block your number so you can't give him advice. No, it's No, Philly looks like. I mean, the bottom line.
World beaters, bro.
My point was,
sorry,
the Philly looks like the real deal. Like they are
both
going
sides
to run away with that division. Like there's no one in the division that can compete with them.
No, if that gets healthy, maybe.
And tell me the next best team in the NFC. Can't. There's Eagles and it seems like
with no receivers. Green Bay has no receivers. Not great.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's them and then everyone else. Like it's pretty impressive. It's for fantasy, it's going to translate. So what are the numbers?
Jalen Hurts, 22 of 35 for 340 and 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, pocket passer.
Passing.
Actually, only had 20 yards rushing this game because he didn't need to fucking run.
Well, because they only had 1 passing touchdown up to this point.
Yeah, so now he's got 4. We made that bet. We need that. It looks fine for that. Miles Sanders, 15 for 46. But here's the other running backs here. Boston Scott, 2 for 0, and Gainwell, 3 for 6. Miles Sanders is the RB1 there, which unfortunately, with all the other stuff they're doing, translates to high-end 3 or low-end 2 value. But that's just for now. Yeah, upside. Eventually, he's going to have a long-run touchdown. They're going to have better game scripts. And this is a decent game script, but it's a low-scoring game. I'm looking at for more of a high-scoring game where they're winning.
Yeah.
Or
we're also talking about the smartest football minds. They'll adjust.
Yeah, he's the best player there.
Especially because if they continue to play well, there's going to be a target on their back. So they're going to say, let's not let Hurts beat us with his legs, but apparently he can beat you with his arms right now. So.
He's averaging 17 touches a game right now, Miles Sanders.
Love it.
And he's the touchdowns will come, right?
Love
in
it.
that offense.
Love it.
All right, so Devonte Smith. Wow. After the goose egg week 1, he's back. 12 targets, 8 for 169 and a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 10 targets, 5 for 85 and a touchdown. I will say this man said one of his hot takes is Devonte Smith will outscore A.J. Brown. It's looking pretty close.
More receptions.
No, you actually said you said he'd have a better year.
In my mind, I remember it as receptions, but I plan on AJ Brown having more touchdowns, but I plan on
Devonte Smith looks fucking great.
Yeah,
he is great. Dallas Goedert got in the end zone there. Got nicked up though. 4 targets, 3 for 26 and a touchdown. He's a must-start tight end just in this offense. He's a third option.
Well, I mean, if you have a tight end that can score over 5 points, he's a must-start this year. Like it's
nice call. All right, Carson Wentz. Talking about the Redskins here, Commanders, whatever, what you will. Connect to earth. Good thing I traded him in the 2 quarterback league. 25 of 43, 211, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. I do believe he fumbled. Yes, he had 2 fumbles and lost 1. Typical Wentz. Gibson bad game. 12
still averaging less than Matt Ryan.
100%. Absolutely. You can never fumble as much as Matt Ryan.
And 2 fumbles, but still less than Matt Ryan's average.
Gibson found the end zone, 38 yards, but not a great game. He did add just 1 catch. Wow. He'll be fine. I did see that Brian Robinson's longer away than they thought because he'd be already coming back in a week, and they just said there's no timetable. So I'm taking more week 8. So Gibson's still RB2, right?
Yeah.
We like him. Possible buy low, too, if you need to win. Right? End of the year, I don't know about his prospects.
Yeah, Gibson, you were expecting Gibson to be better. I mean, especially after week 1 and with Brian Robinson out. I'm still curious to see how Brian Robinson affects it coming back.
Right. Curtis Samuel had 3 carries for 13 yards and also had 10 fucking targets, 7 for 48. The man gets a million touches. We whipped on that one. It pissing me off because it was affecting McLaurin until this game where McLaurin got all that garbage time bullshit. 9 targets, 6 for 102. Fucking A, man. Terry McLaurin needs to be featured more. They need to do that shit with Terry McLaurin. He's a better player.
What's nice is in desperation mode, they fed him.
Right. Because he's their fucking guy.
I mean, it's tough for me to take any of the stats on Washington seriously because they just ran the buzzsaw that is the hottest team in the league, the Eagles.
Yep. All right. Panthers Saints. Saints 14, Panthers 22.
Disgusting.
Winston 25 of 41 for 353, which is kind of nice. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Alvin Kamara 15 for 61, no touchdowns. Actually only added in 2 for 12 in the air and 7 targets. Dropped a couple passes. Does not look great. He did have that rib injury. I don't know. He doesn't look like the same player to me.
Yeah,
he's still fine. Buy low opportunity.
Well, we talked about a little bit off camera. So he got hurt in the middle of week 1. So I'm going to give him that justification for week 1. Right. This week 2, so I'm going to give him I count the 0 as that he didn't play. So and then week 3, maybe recovering from maybe come back a little bit earlier than but concerning for sure. There's a concern there.
So Michael Thomas left this game early 4th quarter with a toe injury. I see he had 5 targets, 5 of 49. It wasn't that they were losing, but it wasn't that much of a blowout. So I don't know what to take. I will say Chris Olave, 13 targets, 9 for 147.
Looks sexy.
He's just crushing right now.
Looks sexy.
And Jarvis Landry also left the game with an injury. So
it sounds like Jarvis is more serious than Michael Thomas.
Trayvon Smith had 5 targets, 4 for 105. Made an appearance. So rest of the year, Chris Olave or Michael Thomas?
Oh, MT.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, I need to know more about the toe because a foot injury, like he's been dealing with.
Foot injury is worse than a toe injury.
I know. Just now the lower body injuries have been piling up for 3 years. That's.
Well, everyone's giving him shit, like saying how bad he is, but.
MT?
Yeah, I see 5 targets, 5 catches, or 49
yards. He scored 3 touchdowns in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I see catching every target.
He was pacing for the same shit.
Yeah, he probably would have got. He was pacing for 80 yards again. So.
Especially with fucking Landry out, man.
Yeah.
No. If he's healthy, if it's just I don't know, a good toe injury, because that shit will linger forever.
But it's better than a fucking foot injury, dude.
Well, what do you mean? It's the same
foot,
thing.
like a foot, like a Liz Frank. Or
where it's a broken bone in your foot.
Even a sprained foot, dude, that's worse.
To me, it's more about pain tolerance.
Right.
We were talking about with Judy last
year. He's got to play. He's got to fucking play.
Well, we'll see.
He's getting paid. All right, something worse.
His camp seems to say, "Hey, let's wait it out."
Well, what seems to be worse is Baker Mayfield, 12 of 25, 170 and a touchdown. He's been hovering around 50% completion percentage. He's killing DJ Moore.
Yes.
He's legitimately killing DJ Moore. McCaffrey.
Not a good game for receivers.
No. McCaffrey, 25 carries for 108. I don't like that. I mean, it looks okay, but they're going to get that man hurt again. They're going to get that man hurt again.
Might as well. Because he's not scoring touchdowns.
Right.
So
I know.
Give me the yards when I can get him. I'll take the 25 touches.
Chenault, of course, had 2 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. He took a little screenplay of the house.
Yeah.
We always love Chenault around here. But She Smith had 2 for 22. Ricci 1 for 15. Robbie Anderson 1 for 14. Ian Thomas 2. I was reading off all the Tommy Tremble. Everybody I just read. Ian Thomas. McCaffrey had more yards than DJ Moore, who had 6 targets.
Well, DJ Moore had some rushing.
He added in 2 rushes for 13 yards. So
he's averaging 6.5.
You know what we can do? We can call DJ Moore a poor man's version of Curtis Samuel.
I hope not.
I'm just saying, man.
This week, I'm hoping in the future that's not a.
Yeah.
I'm
not worried.
I'm hoping.
I'm not worried about him.
It's starting to get a little concerning. But again, we talked about this. I don't know how much on camera, but off camera, I'll say the best friend, they haven't reached their final form. That's not even my final form yet.
Right.
It's they are. I mean, Baker came in 3 weeks before the start of the season, and had to compete. Wasn't even the starter until he was the last week until.
Right.
Until the
season
hopefully
started. He gets better, but he looks skittish, man. And it's
and Matt Rule is. Imagine how
Matt Ja Rule.
Yeah. Just so with Rule, imagine being someone that is every single game you're almost fighting for your job. It feels like there's a lot and being shitty at your job. So now you're going to force shit more than you should. Let's try and get a little cute here. Let's try and do this.
It's trash.
Yeah.
I have to pee.
Me too.
Jaguars Chargers. Jaguars 38. Jaguars 38. Chargers 10. Makes me really about the Chargers this week because they're not going 1-3. Unfortunately, the line's negative 4.5. I forget who they're playing.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Continue what you're saying.
All right. Jaguars Chargers 38-10. Fucking blowout central here. Trevor Lawrence. Great game here. He's playing his ass off. Really, really nice not having Urban Meyer as your coach. 28-39, 262 and 3 touchdowns.
Texans.
Yeah.
4.5?
Yeah. I like that. All right. Assuming you lost to the Bears. James Robinson, 17 carries, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Wow. ETN, 13 for 45. Kind of looks nice.
I thought ETN looked good.
He's been looking good all year. 3 catches for 30 yards. So, my bet, 46.5 looks real nice.
Yeah.
All right. Zay Jones, 11 targets, 10 for 85 and a touchdown. The report came out. He looks like the best player in camp. Outside of Christian Kirk. He's a real player. Christian Kirk, though, 9 targets, 6 for 72 and a touchdown. That's all he does. He catches 6 passes every game, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Guy's a monster.
Dude, what about
one
that?
Of our biggest...
Yeah, what about what was 67.5 and then 850? He's already a quarter way for both of them. 3 games in.
Yeah, the catches look money, dude. So a couple things to break down here, mostly is Robinson. I just traded Robinson for Devonte Williams, as he was my 3rd running back, 4th running back, whatever. I got Devonte Williams in my back.
I love that. I love that you had the opportunity. That's nice.
James Robinson, and I made the comment to you, not trying to curse the man, but I told you the Sterling Shepard injury. Go look it up. He got hurt running at the end of the last play, jogging without even being in the play, tore his ACL, off an Achilles. It's risky with James Robinson's workload he's getting.
Yep.
Coming back over from the Achilles. Same with Cam Akers.
Earliest ever.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I'd sell high on James Robinson right now.
I mean, he may be the biggest physical freak of all time.
But he's just a guy.
Well, that's what
he's a good player.
Well, that's what we think.
He's a good player.
Yes.
But we both are of the belief that the thing is, if they keep on winning, then it won't happen.
Nope.
But
James Robinson reminds me of Frank Gore.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
But ETN is the future and the better player.
I agree.
Like the more dynamic player, pardon me.
I agree with you as the league, as the season it keeps evolving and changing. I think ETN is going to get more and more involved. It feels like he has every single game. He's continuously getting involved. This is ETN's rookie year.
Yeah. Sell high on Robinson, buy low on ETN. I can't buy low on ETN because I have him in too many leagues.
You sold high on him, for sure.
On Robinson, yeah. And the thing is, I could, there's leagues I could acquire ETN in, but do I want more ETN shares? Probably not until I see it. Like,
yeah.
Although the man's just averaging some crazy amount of carries, like so he's averaging 4.3 yards a carry, and he is averaging
it has to be like 18 touches or 18 carries.
10. He's averaging 6 yards a touch. He's had 4, 3, and 3 for receptions per game. So, but Jaguars look good, man. They're for real. Their defense is the thing. They held Justin Herbert to 10 points. Their defense is legit. This rookie that they have, I wish I'd picked him up in fantasy. How's his name? He had a pick. I can find it here by the pick. His name is
the defensive
Devin Lloyd, linebacker. Dude,
he
had 5 solo tackles, 2 assists, and a pick. 3 passes defended. He had an 8 tackle game. He's legit. Yeah. They got some nice playmakers there. The guy they drafted, Allen. I think it was Allen.
Yeah. Well, Josh Allen was last year. It was
another guy.
It was another defensive end.
Yeah. So they have two high-end draft picks there at end. I like their defense, man. I like their culture they're building.
Yeah. 2 first-round draft picks last year. I mean, and number 1. Yeah.
So Justin Herbert, 25 of 45, 297, a touchdown and a pick. Not his best game. He was wincing a bit. He was playing through it. I saw a lot of good throws. He's going to play through this.
Yeah.
What's ironic is they had to have an injection into his area. Tyrod Taylor.
Taylor was the one.
I'm pretty sure that guy was fired. But like, anytime you hear a Chargers doctor injecting somebody, a little weary. Here's the thing: is 2 things. They shouldn't have been playing Herbert after the injury last week. Terrible. And I like their coach. He's aggressive, but he's dumb because last week stupid. This week they were down 38-10, and they had fucking Eckler in the game. They had fucking Herbert in the game.
Yeah.
They had Mike Williams. Dude, no.
Well,
pull your guys.
Well, all right. So from the history, I know that. I mean, 28's insurmountable, but
with 5 minutes left,
yeah.
Pull your guys.
Momentum. I get. I'm with you.
Pull your momentum. You got the fucking Texans next week.
And with that,
do it next week.
Nothing pisses me off more. I'm with you, but I think that they've been notorious for not. And never
I know.
Well,
guess what? You're gonna get Herbert fucking an ACL blown out in a dumb game.
Yeah.
Or hurt again, dude. Just don't do it. Stop
more
doing
cartilage
it.
Gone. Yeah.
So Austin Eckler, you know how many yards rushing he had this game?
32.
5. Ooh.
What?
4 carries, 5 yards. He did bail his game out again, just like last week.
Receiving.
8 targets, 8 catches for 48 yards. He is trash. He is poo. He is done. We've been saying this since fucking April. Yeah. Guy is bullshit. Unfortunately, Caps, for me and you, we can't make a lot of money on fading guys.
Yeah.
We need to get some guys that play for us, which they will.
Well, maybe those bets I was talking about in the head-to-head touchdown bets, because Eckler's always going to be a touchdown. So you can start fading him, getting plus odds on a lot of those. Even if he does score a touchdown, as long as your guy does, you're breaking even. That might be the bet.
I will say, next week against Texans, I think one of my favorite bets will be, depending on the odds.
Austin Eckler scored 2 touchdowns.
No, just one. Just one.
No, I know.
If I get that at minus 120, for instance, man.
To score a touchdown?
Yeah.
Dude, it'll be plus 140, guaranteed.
Oh, well then I'm doing that because he doesn't have a touchdown this year.
That's what I'm saying, guaranteed.
He had 20 last year, and he's bad. But he's still Austin Eckler, and they're going to tune up the fucking Texans. Yeah. Right? Like, that's a bet.
The fact that he hasn't scored one yet, and he had just had 5 yards rushing.
Right.
I think you're going to get plus money on it. I haven't looked into it, but
put some money on that. Josh Palmer, 9 targets, 6 for 99. One of my peepees. Been playing well. And Jalen Guyton just tore his ACL. Now, he wasn't getting a lot of playing time. He was a number 4 because they've been playing this Devonte Carter guy. Josh Palmer is going to have a role regardless. Keenan Allen's coming back this week, most likely. Mm-hmm. He's their third receiver, but losing Guyton is that speed threat. I feel like Palmer is going to be getting 85% of the snaps going forward in general. And this offense is going to turn it around. Mm-hmm. So I still like Palmer as a front-end wide receiver 4, back-end 3 going forward. He's a good player. He's 6 for 99. Last week he had 4 for 16, a touchdown. I mean, he's fine.
Yeah.
So the one thing on top, Mike Williams, 6 targets, 1 for 15 and a touchdown. Wow. In this game, you need someone to step up. You need a number 1.
How much? This seems like the off Herbert game to me.
Yeah, it was, but he still had 297 yards.
So just again, rib injury with Herbert, rib injury with Kamara. They both had really, really bad games.
Kamara's more likely to heal from that rib because it wasn't as bad as Herbert's.
Well, no. How many times does Kamara get hit in the ribs compared to Herbert?
Good call. Gerald Everett, 6 targets, 2 for 25. The dream's over. I'm saying they're getting fucking Keenan
6 targets you like for a tight end.
I get it, but Keenan Allen was not playing in this game script. So,
but even week 1, when Allen was, Herbert or Everett still had a good.
I know.
I'm saying he's I think the ideal streaming option. So if you can pick him up, like unless you have, now it's evolved to either you have Mark Andrews or you have
grab Njoku.
Okay, again,
he's not available.
But either way, I was saying either you have Njoku or excuse me, either you have Mark Andrews or you have the field.
Right. You ready for a snooze game?
Sure.
Ugh. Rams, Cardinals, snooze alert. 20 Rams, 12 fucking Cardinals. Was there 2 touchdowns scored in the game?
1, I think.
Cardinals had 0. No, because Akers and Kupp had touchdowns.
2013, right?
So this is the worst Cooper Kupp game I've ever seen. 1 carry for 20 yards and a touchdown. He had 4 for 44 through the air. I've never seen that before. Stafford had 249, no touchdowns, no picks. I guess the takeaway here is Cam Akers is back. And so Henderson had 4 for 17, and Akers had 12 for 61 and a touchdown. Henderson had 2 touches in the second half, and he did not play a lot of snaps. Akers is the guy. He had some really nice plays in this game.
That flipped real quick.
Ben Skowronek, 4 for 64 was the leading receiver. Higbee's 4 for 61. He's a streamer. Allen Robinson, 5 targets, 2 for 23. He gone, dude. He's done.
Yeah, I mean,
done. Drop zone, drop. Not drop, but
no.
Can't play him.
His name is enough. I would never recommend. I would try and trade him. I would say if you're planning on dropping him before the waiver wire, I would send a trade to every single team and try and get someone other than Matt Collins or whomever you might pick up. Yep. Right.
Okay, Kyler Murray, 37 of 58 for 314, no touchdowns, no picks. Connor come back from the injury.
He did add 8 rush yards though.
8 in the fourth quarter.
Disgusting.
He's not running.
Disgusting.
Run the ball, Kyler.
It's disgusting.
You saw why you won that game against the Raiders? The yards weren't there, but that 2-point conversion. Run the ball. Run around. Stop being a pocket quarterback. You're not Tom Brady. You're dynamic. Watch Lamar Jackson play. Yeah. Marquise Brown, 17 targets, 14 for 140. Probably not. I shouldn't have traded him to you. I should have, actually. I got fucking pissed. But once our guy comes back. Once Hopkins comes back.
And Rondell
They
Moore.
need Hopkins. Yeah, right. Yeah. Dortz, 10 targets, 9 for 80. He's been nice, dude.
Yeah.
Roll him out until the other guys get back.
That's going to be beautiful. If Rondell Moore supplants him, but not Dortz is...
Dortz is number 4?
In my mind, Dortz has earned the spot in the rotation.
As your number 4, that's good.
Which the only thing, it's going to hurt Rondell coming back.
Yeah. Ertz, 10 targets, 6 for 45. If you had taken him as a back-end tight end 1, he's getting the work.
Yeah.
I mean, better than all these other guys.
Let me ask you this real. Would you drop Dortch ever, even when Rondell comes back?
I'm gonna wait and see on that one. No, I'm not dropping him.
To me, I think Dortch is an elite wide receiver handcuff.
Yeah.
Because if Marquise gets hurt, you can fill right in that role, even with D Hop.
Seems like a fucking gamer, dude.
I think so.
All right, Falcons, Seahawks. Falcons 27, Seahawks 23. Surprisingly high scoring game. Mariota 13 to 20, 229 touchdown to pick. Did add actually only 7 for 4, 7 rushes for 4 yards, but he had a rushing touchdown. Cordell Patterson, 17 rushes for 141 yards and a touchdown. So that 41 yards, 10 for 41 he had week 2.
It was the 1 week I bet him, so of course he has to go away on
Kyle Pitts, 8 targets, 5 for 87 though.
No, that's
his good game.
He'll
be fine.
That's the best game.
He'll be fine.
Again with tight ends.
He'll be fine. That's why I did it.
What the fuck do you know?
Well, I know a lot. Drake London, 6 targets, 3 for 54, but did have a touchdown. Kyle Pitts is allergic to the end zone. So, you can never score.
When's the next London game for the Falcons?
Right. All right, Seahawks. Geno Smith.
City, maybe.
Geno Smith, 32 for 44 for 325. Well, 2 tutties and a pick.
So, Carroll, early in the week, said he's going to let him cook. He's like, he's earned the right to take more risks, is what Carroll said.
Wow, I like that. Rashad Penny, 14 for 66, got back in the good graces there, got the snaps.
DK.
Kenneth Walker only had 3 for 19. DK, 12 targets, not great with the reception yards, 5 for 64 and a touchdown. Still like that. Lockett, 11 targets, 9 for 76. He's doing Tyler Lockett things.
Geno, if Geno's nothing else, he's an accurate guy.
Yeah, which is more for Tyler Lockett. But if they're going to throw the ball on the field, Tyler Lockett will be fine.
I like accuracy.
DK will be fine, right? All right. Packers, snoozer. Packers Bucks, 14-12. It's a fucking high-scoring baseball game. Rodgers, 27-35, 255, 2 touchdowns and a pick. The running game's a real issue here. Jones, 12 for 36, no touchdowns. Dillon, 12 for 32, no touchdowns. They didn't add anything. I know, but they didn't add anything in the air. Jones had 3 catches for 11 yards. Dillon had 2 for 6. Tough defense. I get it. Romeo Dubs, though. 8 targets. This all happened early in the first half. 8 targets, 8 catches, 73 yards and a touchdown. I believe they made the comment that he is turning into the number 1.
Well, Sammy's
because,
out.
Right, and Alan Lazard has 4 for 45 and a touchdown. He catches a lot of touchdowns, but he is just not dynamic.
He's James Jones.
Yeah, he's going to catch like 10 touchdowns, but have
he's not a special receiver, but he's Rodgers' favorite.
I don't like anyone really on this team. I mean, Rodgers is hard to start. The running backs are both RB2s.
I mean, it's too early to buy low on Jones, and A.J. Dillon, I think, is getting enough work where people are like, I'm not going to sell low on him because he's still getting enough work.
Right.
And I think this was just a anomaly in terms of, like, the way the Packers are going to win games is running the ball and their defense.
Yeah. All right, Bucks here. Tom Brady, 31 of 42, 271 and a touchdown. Fournette had 12 for 35, no touchdowns. Added in 5 for 35 in the air, though. He's not doing great. Russell Gage bailed out late. He did a really nice game in the fourth quarter. 13 targets, 12 for 87, and the potential game-tying touchdown, but they didn't get the 2-point conversion. He had no weapons in this game. Yeah. It kind of gives me some hope for Tom Brady because you know he's getting back Mike Evans. In a couple weeks, he's getting back Chris Godwin, and then Julio Jones. I know he's got the partially torn PCL.
Yeah.
You had those 3 guys in. I'm sorry, man. And an F.U. Tom Brady who's getting pissed, throwing tablets. Brady will be just fine. He's going to have some 4 touchdown games here coming up forward, right?
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady. He still looks okay.
Well, so this is me kind of reinforcing my thoughts prior to the season. And I know it's not a obscure thing to say that this is Tom Brady's downfall because it's been happening for a decade now. Like Tom Brady, he's washed now. It's been happening since he was 35. Now he's fucking 45. So the fact that he's still going, I wouldn't make a bet that those guys don't make a positive impact, but their offensive line is going to make it rough for him.
I get it. He still had 270 yards passing with scrubs against a decent defense. So
he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. All right. Now this is the ultimate snooze. The next 2 games are snooze. Sunday Night Football here. We have Niners at Broncos. Niners 10, Broncos 11. I made the comment to you earlier that the Broncos have had scored 16 points, and 11 points in the 3 games. That is not letting Russ cook. Russ officially cannot cook. You know what he's doing? He's making TV dinners. Now,
hungry man. He's a hungry
man. Not
man.
even, bro. He's making like Lunchables, bro. Like, not even.
Hungry man's perfect because everyone that drafted him they're hungry, man.
Right? Yeah, it's not even like anything you microwave. It's a Lunchable. Like, but not even the good Lunchables. It's an off-brand pizza Lunchable with no cheese.
Let Russ heat up the frozen dinner. Let Russ heat.
It's trash, bro.
Just let him heat up a little bit. You don't want to eat frozen Salisbury steak. You know when you miscook the frozen dinners. And the outside of the Salisbury steaks,
still has
and then you bite the frozen part in the middle.
Still has the little ice shavings on it.
Yeah. Well, I'll try it. Yeah. Nope.
Hey! I told you to bet this though. By the way, Russell Wilson's rushing yards 8.5.
Yeah.
17, easy money.
Cool.
Well,
no.
Cool.
No. Just
let's go for 49ers first.
That's not exciting for a fantasy player.
No, but for money, he'll get it going. Yeah. All right, Jimmy Garoppolo, 18-29, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Pulled a Brian Orlovsky, stepped out of the end zone, but I do believe that was a pick, wasn't it? He threw, so it's a good thing he did do that. It was would have been a fucking pick 6.
Yeah.
So either way, he looked bad. It's what Jimmy Garoppolo. It's the Jimmy Garoppolo experience. It should be a ride at Six Flags.
He's not going to win many teams, but games. But he's the type of guy that's not going to like Trey Lance with his incompletions. Or the type of guy that's going to lose it. Where Jimmy G can make those passes a little bit better.
Right.
Keep the Niners competitive.
It's like similar to you can fucking hot check a couple times, but Here's the problem: is 1 out of 5 times you get herpes. Now, do you want to take that risk? I don't, because I have a lot of fucking I want to do. And I just have a lot of winning they want to do. So maybe don't fuck that chick that might give you herpes.
Is this because Jimmy G bangs all the porn stars?
No, I have a story for you. Jimmy G, I know, I think I told you this before. I played a golf out. I got golf like a member guest with like a 3-day tournament. My buddy had a membership to a country club.
Yeah.
And a couple of young guys that we were playing against went to SIU with him.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jimmy G fucked anything that moved.
Southern Illinois.
Yes. Fucked everything that moved. Hopefully we don't get canceled for this. And like he's a good looking guy. So like, and he was also the starting quarterback. So he didn't need to fuck anything that moved.
Bro, I heard more like
everyone loves Jimmy G.
When I was at my girl's house on Sunday, all the like she has a million sisters and like he was playing like shit, but every time he showed up, like the only comments I heard were like how good looking he was. But,
dark, tall, and handsome.
Yeah.
But he was like notorious for just fucking the gross sluts, the fat ones.
Just whoever
the
came
easiest.
up to
Yeah. But I'm saying he was a starting quarterback, so like they were telling me this, I was like bullshit. They showed me pictures of him and Jimmy G in college.
Yeah.
So like they weren't both lying.
Yeah.
I don't know why they slandered by his name.
Well, he's a slut,
and that's not really a slander, right? Like we've all fucked fat chicks.
But he's a slut,
right?
I mean, he's a slut.
That's big girls in my day.
Okay, regardless.
Well, it's too late in the episode. No one's watching.
But he just if he was banging everything, it's the same thing that what you describe a slut as.
Good for him.
He's a
male slut. Yeah. Well, we don't.
A mutt. He's a mutt.
All right, Jeff Wilson Jr. 12 for 75, like that. Did lose a fumble though, and added in 3 for 31 to the air, so 100 yards.
To me, it's undenied that he's the starter.
He's an RB2,
week 10,
like high end RB2,
week
right?
10, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, until like
Elijah comes.
No, the other guy, Davis
Price. We'll see.
Well, he's always something that they use. They gave him goal line carries and 13 touches in a game. So.
To me, it's more about until Wilson gets hurt. I think.
Right.
I think Wilson's going to be the guy regardless until Elijah comes.
Yeah. Well, the guy they like to split it up. Right now, there's no one to split it up to.
Who knows with the Niners?
Right
now, until further notice, start him.
Yeah, for sure. Deebo Samuel, 8 targets, 5 for 73. Only had 5 carries for 6 yards, which is concerning.
Who's it?
Deebo.
Oh.
Solid. Ayuk had 8 targets, 3 for 39, but caught the touchdown. George Kittle came back, 5 targets, 4 for 28. But I like him going forward. I did see he played 91% of the snaps.
Okay.
Come back from injury.
Yeah.
So like that's what he does, right?
Like
he's going to be a top 4 tight end.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, Kirk Cousins. Russell Wilson, 20 for 33, $184. No touchdowns, no picks.
Ooh.
Gross. Javonte Williams, 15 for 58. Melvin Gordon, 12 for 26, but did have the touchdown, of course. And let's see, Williams had 3 catches for 2 yards. Not good, but I think he has like 11, 12 catches in 3 games. No, it was like 15 catches in 3 games. Sure, he had 11 catch game. Anyways,
it could be a saving grace.
Cortland Sutton, 10 targets, 8 for 97. He's had like 7, 8, and 10 targets in 3 games. 8 for 97, that's good. I will say Melvin Gordon had 6 targets, 5 for 29. So I don't know what they're doing there with the running backs. Jerry Jeudy. Don't know what the hell they're doing. Jerry Jeudy actually only played 60% of snaps. Come back from that rib injury.
Yeah.
Probably has something to do with it. 6 targets, 2 for 17. He should have connected on a 45-yard bomb. Not a touchdown, but the defender got a late hand on it. Easy catch.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about Jeudy. I wish I would have taken Sutton. I wasn't necessarily taking Jeudy ahead of Sutton, but I should have just been taking Sutton around earlier.
Yeah.
What it looks like. But I'm not giving up on Jeudy yet, right?
No.
It's been a rough ride because he played them all 3 games.
Well, so
week 2 he got left early, and
this is the perfect storm for Jeudy to have a down game because the first 2 weeks we said what was he doing?
Yeah.
He's afraid to get hit,
yeah.
And now he has
rib injury,
so he's definitely afraid to get hit.
And look at the game; it was 11-10.
And just imagine trying to stretch for catches when you can't. I think my belief is that the Russell is going to be significantly better as
time
goes
listening
on.
to your head coach.
Maybe he might start becoming like the pseudo head coach, like Paul Canerico, player coach. Just like because you see him on the side, everyone's making fun of him on the sidelines. Everyone run, yell. Have you seen these videos?
Yeah.
Run, yell, or pass. Everyone's making fun of him for it.
Right.
But it's not the defense that's the problem. But my point is, he's very involved. He cares a lot.
Yeah.
He obviously cares about his image because he's doing all these cringy shit. So he cares about this. So I think that as time goes on, he'll step up and he'll be more involved and just realize that my coach is
a clown.
Schmuck.
Yeah, he's got Down syndrome.
Yep.
Down syndrome, girl. All right, Cowboys 23, Giants 16. Monday Night Football. Actually, a decent game for considering the quarterbacks and everything there. Cooper Rush 21-31, 215 and a tut. Tony Pollard, 13 carries for 105 yards. He looks
knew...
so much better than Zeke,
I was
bro.
waiting for the text from you. I never got the text last night.
No,
I was waiting.
I've been a little bit down on my luck there with a fan. No, well, Zeke had the long 27-yard run that made his day. 15 for 73 for Zeke, 1 touchdown. But Tony Pollard averaged 8.1 yards a carry. Granted, he had a 46-yard carry.
Well, that's how you get that.
He's not.
That's how you get 8.1.
Tony Pollard had 0 catches though, which is weird. But I feel like with Dak coming back, that's going to be enhanced.
Week 5
now. Right now, it's a 50-50 timeshare, right? Where like Tony Pollard's going to have more catches, Zeke's going to have more touchdowns. I think they're both even valued back in RB2s.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah. I think you're comfortable starting.
We need an injury for one of them to be elite.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb. So drop that 40. I think it might have been a touchdown. Or at least tackle on like the 2.
Well,
he had a stop.
Dude, if you saw the safety's like, oh shit,
yeah.
he's about to catch
all
it.
he had to do was just move to the
he
right.
Caught it, he goes to the sideline,
right.
He's gone.
Or fake him to the right. Like,
bro, he could have.
I know.
I could have beat T-Mac.
And it wasn't even like
I could have beat T-Mac if he caught that.
And it wasn't even like he like looked upfield. It was just he didn't hands catch it. He fucking let it get to his body. It's a 46-yard pass.
Well, I'm assuming, this is my assumption, because I haven't watched it detailed. I'm assuming he's like, where the fuck is the safety? Because I saw him.
No. That's not why he dropped it. It's the sad part.
No.
He did not turn his head. It's that CeeDee Lamb's not a hand catcher.
No.
I mean, it's not like he's not a hand catcher. He tried it, yes. And like on that catch, just catch the ball. But he redeemed. I told you, he redeemed. He won the game for him. He caught a 4th and 4 amongst 3 guys getting hit by a linebacker. Boom, corralled it. Caught the 27, 26-yarder to the 2-yard line. And then they gave him his money. They gave him his play after that. 1st and goal from the 2. They gave him a fade, one-handed catch, toe tapper. He's a good player. He's not elite like I thought. He's not Devontae Adams. But my point with CeeDee Lamb was I told you he was going to get 107 targets.
Yeah.
Right?
There's no doubt that he's going to get the most opportunities.
11, and 12 is his target share. That's with Cooper Rush. That's with not the best game scripts. He'll be fine. He's going to be... I think he was still overdrafted. I'm going to take a little L on that. But once Dak comes back, and once they get Gallup back, once they're a little better, I see him catching some touchdowns. I see him being a wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6.
To your
point,
in
terms of overall.
To your point, there's a lot that's going to have to happen for him to be drafted, for him to be justified as a wide receiver 1. But I think no doubt you're starting him as a wide receiver 3, and you know that you're going to get wide receiver 2 production more often than not.
Well, this is the reason I drafted him over Tyreek Hill. I know last week it looked terrible, right?
Yeah.
But obviously Dak injury hurts, but I see Tyreek Hill having the chance with 4 targets in the game. There's 0 chance CeeDee Lamb's ever going to have less than 8 targets.
With Tyreek, is it a touchdown or a snap?
I know Tyreek's a better player than CeeDee Lamb, but CeeDee Lamb's not an average player. He's a little above average.
Yeah.
And you give an above average player with that running game 10 targets a game, he should have 6 catches for 70 yards and 0.7 touchdowns a game. Do the math.
If he just can average 50% catch rate, he's going to get 6 catches every single week.
Fucking ball.
Every single week.
All right, Giants. I did see a crazy stat. How many passes do you think Daniel Jones, it's been 3 games now, over 25 yards this year?
How many passes? How many completions? Over 25.
And that could be a screen pass that goes for 25, by the way, too. How many pass
I'm
plays
assuming it's low, but I'm going to say 2.
1.
Just 1.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Every time I saw him, whenever he did get a clean pocket, I'm waiting for him to throw the ball on field. He throws these little they're spirals, but little the ones that trail to the right like ducks.
Yeah.
And he's just not good, man. And they also have no weapons. The receivers they ran out there were Sterling Shepard, Richie James Jr., Daniel Sills, and Kenny Galladay.
How many?
Bro.
What did Galladay do?
3 targets, 0 catches. He dropped 1 that he tried to turn up because he needed to make a play to get 3 yards for the first down. He's terrible. He's a mannequin. He has no separation. What a fucking joke. Here's the problem.
Worst contract ever.
I know, but they're going to drop him, and someone's going to pick him up, he's going to play well.
It's tough to say worst contract because of the, Jamarcus.
You want to hear what's going to happen? You want to hear what would be great?
Let me go to... Yeah, let me hear you.
No, what do you think is your ideal? There's an ideal for me.
Let me hear yours.
My ideal is Green Bay.
I was thinking Green Bay.
If he goes to Green Bay, you have Aaron Rodgers. It's Mike Williams and Justin Herbert, right? He doesn't need separation because if he gets some vibe with Aaron Rodgers, James Jones, who is 33.
Green Bay makes the most sense.
How old was James Jones when he had those 13 touchdowns? He was 31 years old.
But
Galladay's better than James Jones. Maybe not right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he had that 1 year he was better.
No, it was 2 good. He had 2 good years though.
No, he's never had more than 60. 70 catches
he had
in
a
a
65
year.
catch year and a 70 catch year.
14 touchdowns.
He had 11 touchdown year and he had a fucking 6 touchdown. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Like, he was highly drafted. Like, he can't get separation, but he's a big body. He's exactly.
I think he's just happy with his money.
Well, yeah, on the Giants especially, he knows they're not going anywhere. And Daniel Jones is his quarterback. His coach was a clown last year. Like, they're not playing him this year.
I think another team that he would go to.
Chiefs could be good. Like, any of those teams. I know he's not going to get playing there. But
I mean,
you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the Packers are ideal.
Yeah, I have too much Galladay in baseball. That's all I know. Way too much.
That's why you're wondering what he did. Barkley, 14 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Had a 36-yard touchdown. Super nice play. Daniel Jones had 79 yards rushing.
Well, he has the ball.
Running for his life out there, bro. The Cowboys
he always has the ball.
Sick, man. Absolutely. Sterling Shepard, 10 targets, 549, and out for the year. ACL. He gone. Bellinger and Richie James, though. 5 targets, 4 for 36. If Wan'Dale Robinson and Kadarius Toney are out next week, he is their only guy. Besides Kenny Galladay, who's probably going to get released.
Yeah.
Give me shares of that guy, dude. David Sills also.
Sure.
Like, someone's got to get the 180 yards receiving
that
he's going to throw for. And it's not going to be all Saquon Barkley. So I like either of those guys.
I like that more for DFS than I do real fantasy.
Well, I'll start him like I did. You would have said the same thing about Matt Collins this week, buddy.
Well, I'm saying, you can get him for $5,000 instead of $10,000.
The man made $1 million. Yeah. All right, Rob.
Before you go, I have 4 questions for you.
All right.
Real quick questions.
Let's go. What do you got?
Who do you think's going to lead now that we're almost a quarter? Well, we're third. Well, whatever we are. We're 3 weeks in. Whatever the math is.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you got? Who leads the league in touchdown passes?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. He's second right now behind Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
Who do you think leads the league in rushing touchdowns?
Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor has
probably third or fourth odds.
Taylor has 1.
Oh.
Rushing. Chubb leads. Here, let me sort it real quick. So it goes Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I thought you were going odds, but go on.
Oh no, I'm just saying whatever. Just make your pick. So here is very interesting top 5.
Yeah. Jamal.
How many other do you think you name of the top 5?
I can't think like that.
Okay, Nick Chubb they're both tied with 4. Jamal Williams, Nick Chubb. Khalil Herbert has 3.
Wow.
Along with 2 other guys.
With 3?
Yeah.
Not Austin Eckler.
Nope. It's Jalen Hurts and James Robinson.
Wow.
So in the top 5, it's Jamal Williams, Khalil Herbert, and James Robinson, and a quarterback, and then Nick Chubb. In the top 5 in rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
So receiving touchdowns. Who's your top receiver in terms of touchdowns?
Well, I know Jamar Chase has 3.
No.
No.
Chase does not. No.
Oh, just give it to me.
So Diggs is 4. First with 4. And then there's 10 people with 3, but in terms of the way it's listed here, it's Devontae Adams, Michael Thomas, Cooper Kupp, Andrews, Kirk. But then interesting people are Duvernay, Dotson, Waddle, St. Brown.
Wow.
And then no one else has 3.
Yeah.
So that's
which is ironic that they're all talking shit about Michael Thomas. And he probably would have caught a touchdown if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Which a mini hurt.
Yeah. So he'd be tied with Diggs.
Time for the touchdown lead.
With Diggs.
Yeah. Right. All right. Rob Square.
And it's been a complete joy.